Good morning. So far, here in Connecticut, we've had a fairly smooth election day. A couple of minor issues throughout the morning, like we see in every election, but so far, our very well-trained registrars, our IT team, the new tabulator company, everyone has been on top of their game, so we've been able to smooth everything out with no interruption in voting. I want to definitely take time today to thank all of our election workers, our registrars, our town clerks, our moderators, our poll workers. For them, an election is much more than one day. They've been working straight for the past 16 days, not to mention the past year, making sure that all of our elections are safe and secure for everyone to go out and vote today. I'd also like to thank law enforcement at every level. They aren't often thought of in connection with elections, but they too have gone through a lot of training to make sure that every voter's rights are protected. And last but not least, I want to thank all the members of my team here at the Secretary's office who have also been working around the clock to make sure everyone can cast a ballot safely and securely today. But this morning, I really want to address the voters who have not yet voted. Over 212,000 Connecticut voters have already come out and cast their ballot using absentee ballots and early voting. And for everyone else, I would love for you to join them. Usually we see turnout of only 33% in these municipal elections, but I think Connecticut can do better, and I think Connecticut should do better. These elections decide positions like mayor, first selectman, town councils, board of education, board of finance, alders, police commission, constables, and more. This isn't it's not just one election happening today. Every single town across Connecticut is different, and it becomes very easy for voters to feel overwhelmed. But here at the Secretary of the State's office, we have you covered. If you don't know what's on your ballot or how to go about voting or how to register, you can go to our website at myvote.ct.gov to get all the information you need, including sample ballots and a 2025 voter guide. And I'm like, what else? I've said it many, many times throughout this election season, but these local elections really matter. Here in Connecticut, we have 80% turnout for presidential elections, and it really plummets for local elections. But these decisions are the things that shape your community every day. So I do hope Connecticut voters will go out and not give up this opportunity to decide how to shape their community. And most importantly also, we want to make sure all of our elections are safe and secure. So if you see something that looks amiss, please notify the moderator in your town at the polling location. And if that doesn't, I'm going to say that again. Sorry, I'm glad no one's live. CTN here. Oh, sorry. If you see something, notify the moderator at your polling location. They are in charge of every polling location across Connecticut. If you see something that is not appropriate to report to them, but you've already left the polling location, please call the State Elections Enforcement Commission at 1-866-733-2463 or by emailing elections@ct.gov. That is all I have today, other than the fact that polls are open until 8 p.m. And if you are in line at 8 p.m., you will still be allowed to vote. Thank you. Happy to answer any questions. Feels like Monday morning, but it's not.
What do you feel like is, I guess, the biggest reason why some people might not be going out today? Because they're not as informed to vote for, first selectman and alderman, or what do you think?
Yeah, I have found over these last 3 years that the reasons are varied. I've certainly heard from people who have said they don't know what's on the ballot. I hear that a lot. Some people have even said they didn't realize there were elections in the so-called off years. But I've also heard from people who don't know what to expect, and it makes them a little anxious about showing up. But more, I think one of the most prevalent reasons is people don't know where to go to get all the information that they need, which is why we've worked hard to put together a voter guide and also to get the word out that our office is the trusted place to go for all election information.
You mentioned you said there were a few problems, or small problems. Can you go into that?
Sure. So every election we see various things. Just by way of example, one issue we saw this morning, an election worker set a very secure password but forgot what it was. So we had to reset the system. We've also seen, we think it's because some towns aren't using the recommended pen for filling out the ballots. So when it scans through the tabulator, it's causing dirt on the head. But luckily, we have almost 40 technicians from the tabulator company here in Connecticut today deployed around the state. So they were able to go do a quick cleaning and eradicate that quickly. So it's that type of thing. One other thing, a registrar called us to say that they had just gotten a notification in their town that Eversource was performing a planned outage. So we have to get on the phone and let them know, hey, today's election day. This might not be the best day for that.
When can voters expect the ballots to be finished, or everything to be counted?
Every town will be different in terms of the speed of counting. It will depend on how many ballots are cast, how many absentees and early voting ballots they have. But preliminary results are due by midnight, but everyone should remember those are unofficial results. No election ever in the United States of America is certified on election night.
How does the early voting compare to voting overall in an off year?
So this is the first off year we've had early voting. I haven't looked at the certified numbers this morning, but as of yesterday, by way of comparison, if turnout stays the same as 2023, early voting would have accounted for 25% of turnout. Whereas in the presidential year last year, early voting represented 40% of turnout. But we don't know what turnout will be this year, so that percentage could go up or down. We had 212,000, does anyone know the early, I think that was early voting and ABs combined. Does anyone know the early, how many? 190,000 early voters. Any other questions? Okay, well, so far so good. Thank you for coming. I'll see you later today.